Hey, good evening, friends from sunny Kaikoura. I was in touch with an old friend back in Waterford recently, and we were helping each other out. And he said to me, "Why did you begin yoga and meditation? Why did you stick at it? Um, and why did you choose the path of traveling?" So I could probably talk about this for an hour, but we'll try and put it into maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Um, so I began meditating and doing yoga maybe around 30. But let me take you back about 5 years from there. So I was 25-ish. My first real relationship had ended. Um, I was 5'4", 11 and a half stone, and I didn't feel too good. I'm still 5'4", but not 11 and a half stone. um, it was it was tough then. I had actually dropped my friends for that relationship. Such was the perceived lack of love within me. So yeah, at age 25, this relationship had ended, and I decided I was going to get physically fit. And yeah, within 12 months, I lost an awful lot of weight and became incredibly fit, and that continued for a long time. But let's maybe go up as far as age 30. I had confidence in Trevor, the gym goer, and confidence in how the physical body looked, but I had no confidence in just Trevor. Strip away the roles, as I said before, and yeah, I felt worthless. Had social anxiety, hid away, stuff that we've talked about in the past. So my back is starting to give me a bit of trouble. So I hear that this yoga thing is good for you. So I decided to go around with my cousin and yeah, get an idea because at that stage in my life I was judging the yoga people, so I would go and get a feel for what this is all about, and went to a couple of studios, and you might have mentioned words like embodiment, and embodiment to me at that stage was an intellectual word that I didn't understand because I was up here and not actually embodying myself. And eventually we arrived at my yoga studio. We met Stephen Rocket, myself and my cousin, and I don't know whether Stephen sensed the anxiety in myself and my cousin, um, but he was able to speak to us at our level. He met us at our level. We felt comfortable, and yeah, began yoga from there. I'm kind of, yeah, I guess wherever you find yoga, you're probably going to find meditation either in the same studio, or it will be available. So I began yoga and began meditation. Maybe my first meditation class 3 days after my first yoga class, and I must admit I went into it and I was tense, and I was sitting with my eyes closed like this, and I'd open them every now and again to see who was looking at me, and it was a challenge to be there, but I got a little sense of something, a couple of seconds here and there within an hour's class, that I went, oh, there's something in this. And I went back again and again, and I remember maybe after about 6 months, all of a sudden, I had what I would call a sense of confidence in myself, and I thought, okay, thanks meditation, I'm fixed, and I dropped it, and I realized pretty soon that this was going to be something that I would put into my day, like you'd brush your teeth, morning and evening. So I took up the practice of meditation again, and I guess someone asked me maybe after a year or two, what is meditation for you at this stage? And I said it is the ability to press pause on life and actually take stock. Whew, breathe. Look around at yourself and your life and your environment and everything that's going on. And I mean, that was invaluable. Over time, it gave me a safe space to sit with the only emotion I could recognize, which was anger. the only emotion I would allow through. I built a relationship with myself. There was times in meditation class sitting there in silence for, maybe 20 minutes, if it was a guided meditation for the first half hour, or if it was an hour in silence, and I would be getting panic attacks behind closed eyes. But I remember saying to myself, and your mind is wondering where the door is, and how can I get out as quick as possible. And I remember saying, you don't have to run, just sit through it, you're not going to die, just sit. And those times, I guess, I built a real trust in myself. And as I said, it gave me a place to sit with what was. And once you see these kind of benefits, then comes discipline, to put it into practice every day. And you can fall into the trap of thinking you have to meditate every day, or you lose everything you've gained. You've gained nothing in a way. You're just becoming the witness and the observer of what you thought was your identity. So you're having some form of thoughts, and you judge them as bad or toxic, or sometimes good, and you think, oh God, I'm this and I'm that. And you become the witnesser and the observer of what you would have once identified with. So that's a little bit about why I kept it up. And then why did I choose the path of traveling? So I'm 36. I have been meditating and doing yoga for maybe 6 years, and experiencing the benefit of it, and gaining an understanding of my behavior, and gaining an understanding of why I was the way I was, and why events happened in my life. And through understanding, I guess, comes forgiveness, acceptance, acknowledgement, and growth, expansion. And at 36 I would have experienced some of this, but I remember saying to my cousin after football one night, I played football every Thursday and Sunday, I said, I feel 100. Because I still had a job, thankfully. So you have all the 9 to 5 and everything that goes along with that. You have a home, and you have bills, and you have friends and relations and all the thing. And I said, I need to just go away. I deserve rest and reflection. Now, there was many times, I guess, throughout my life that I could have down tools and would have thanked myself for it, but that happened at age 36. I said, I'm going away for a couple of months, for rest, reflection, and see what comes up. And I remember one of my biggest fears would be, what would I do when I returned? I didn't mind giving back my house and my job and different things like this, and finding a home, or what was to be a temporary home for my pet. But my biggest fear was, what would I do when I come back? And to kind of jump back a bit, I decided 4 months was going to be enough. 2 months in India, 2 months in New Zealand, and actually a month in Thailand. So it was to be 5 months, and that was going to be enough to see what comes off. And something, the universe backs you, because I've been given 3 years to date, and while life still has its relations and its things and responsibilities you've got to take care of, life can be a holiday. It really can. You can just let it go, let it be, let what comes come, let what goes. I guess be the witnesser and the observer, but you're playing full part. You're hands on. You don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Create space. That's what I done. I created space, and the universe backed me. So I think I'm looking at the clock here. I'm pushing up on 10 minutes. What was to be 3 or 4 minutes? So why did I begin yoga meditation? Why did I keep it up, and why did I choose the path of traveling? Thanks, my friend. Thanks for asking. Namaste. the power of sharing up to Keisha. I look forward to sharing again in the future um, about old patterns, where they're showing up in my life, what it's like to have been in survival mode. Yeah, take care, friends.